I am trying my best to decide what to do about my hair. Look at this. White, gray, the remnants of hair color. I don't know. I just don't know. I know many of you have gone through this and understand making that decision. It's like one day I want to just let it grow all the way off, and some days I want to do it back the old way and get some blonde in it. I'm really thinking what I want is to go gray, but I want to go gray my way. I like the whiteness, but I want some darker gray in it. I've always liked my hair having dimensions. That's why I've always liked it being frosted, or you know what I'm talking about. I just want some other colors in it. It would entail having all this, I guess, bleached out totally white and then having color put back in it. And really not knowing anyone here in my area is really good at coloring, because I would think that is something that, if it's not done right, could turn out really bad. Have any of you done anything like that? And if you have, what did you ask for to get the result that you wanted? That's one thing, is I just don't know what to ask for. I have picked out some pictures on Pinterest that I like. Of course, I have those I can take. I got a new eyeliner. It's in Walmart, and I picked up a Rimmel Exaggerate 261 Noir. I think I've used this before. Of course, it's black. It's really black. We shall see. And it even has a little sharpener on the end, and also there's a little smudger right there. I'm going to use my Old Faithful Milani palette here. And by the way, this is sort of a last minute thing, but I don't know if y'all know, but Angie Hot and Flashy, just came out with a new set of travel brushes. This is not them. These are my long-handled ones. She introduced them just a couple of days ago, and as you know, many of you know, I'm sure, Angie does a line of brushes with BK Beauty, and so she's come out with a set of travel brushes. You can buy her brushes on BK Beauty, and I'll put a link below. And she also has a discount for you if you want to order a set of travel brushes. While you can get a pretty good discount on them as they're being introduced, you might want to go over and look at them. They come in a set. I don't have them. They come in a set, and they come with a really neat carrying case. Perfect for travel. I mean, perfect. I will also link, you'll see it when you, if you go on the site. More than likely, I'll buy the brushes because we do travel and they're so handy for traveling. But I'm telling you, as I'm getting older and I'm having to look harder into my mirror, I'm liking shorter handled brushes. And the shorter handled brushes in that travel set would be perfect for us older women and men who need to really get up in our mirrors to see. One of the brushes that I'm telling you, it has sort of gone viral in her line, is this number A506, and you'll see me use it. If you're looking for some really good brushes, I highly recommend these. I use them all the time, along with the BK Beauties, and I have some Sigmas. I have a lot of brushes. I just am a brush person. I like brushes. And when you have a lot, you don't have to wash them or clean them quite so often. But anyway, as I said, I'm going to use this little Milani palette. It's called the Gilded Mini. I have been using this thing forever. I just have such a hard time buying a big palette anymore, because normally I only use a couple of colors out of a palette, and I just feel like, as pretty as they are, it's a total waste for me. I have my list here of things that have been on my mind that I want to talk to you about. Of course, it's the hair, not knowing. Also, with my hair, I don't know about you, but I have always had pretty easy hair to work with. My hair's not, it's sort of thick, but it's fine. Since I've always had some kind of color on it, the color gives my hair body and it makes it much more manageable. And it doesn't just lay down flat on my head. And since I haven't done anything to my hair in, I can't remember, it may be a year. It may be 6 months, 9 months, but at least 6 months, I know, since I've colored my hair. It's just, it has no real body. I'm not a big hair product person. I use very little product on my hair. Normally, I don't like to shampoo my hair every day. If I use product in my hair, I have to shampoo my hair real often. I just don't want to do that. So let me show you what I did here, just because I know some of you are going to ask. This was all over. This one was what I did in my crease and on the outside here. And then this very dark color is what I sort of did on my, as a liner, upper and lower. I have an eyelash or a hair that I can't see. Another reason I wanted to film a video today is because, well, two things really to let you know about is Angie's brushes, but also many of you know that I walk most mornings. I've really slacked off this summer because it is miserable. I mean, absolutely miserable. Even early in the morning, at 6 o'clock, it can be 95 degrees, or it has been this summer. I can't do that. I just can't. So I had this idea that I would go to the mall and walk. I have to get in my car and drive, and it's probably about 15 minutes. I know used to you could go to malls. Malls would open up real early in the morning for walkers. So walkers could go over and walk in the mall before opened officially, or the stores opened, and it was just a good place to walk. And our malls, evidently I asked, since the pandemic, it does not open early. It opens, I think, at 10. But the thing is, and I went over to walk thinking, well, that, it wouldn't be so bad. It was horrible. And there were some other walkers in there, but I'm going to tell you, it was really crowded, and I've done this a couple of times and had the same experience. Really crowded, but people, the shoppers, would bump into you, and you were constantly having to weave in and out of them, and they would walk in front of you. It was just an accident waiting to happen for me, an accident waiting to happen. And so that was just not going to work for me. I thought about doing the little Planet Hollywood deal where you can pay $10 a month and go. And I thought, well, you know what? We have 2 Planet Hollywoods here. Still, I would have to get in the car, drive 15, 20 minutes, just go walk on the treadmill every morning or whenever I wanted to. It would be air conditioned, so I don't want to buy a treadmill. I have found, and I'll let you know more about it if I start doing it, but I have found a video of a guy who does walking in place. And I know, listen, there are bunches of those in, is it Leslie Sansone? Is that her name? She has all those tapes. I used to have a bunch of those. I really like this guy. I've watched a few of his videos, and he tells you, that's part of the title, is what type of music that video is going to be and how many steps you'll get if you do the video. So I'm thinking seriously about trying that, trying his videos, and I'll let you know about that. But I'm back walking and early in the morning, and this morning I listened to one of the Mel Robbins podcast, and I found Mel Robbins years ago on YouTube and subscribed to her channel and really do like her channel. I really do like her channel. I until I found her podcast walking back early in the summer, I watched her almost every day because she's just pretty awesome. I think she has the #1 podcast in the world, maybe. She's good. She's like just sitting across from her, talking to her, sitting across from her, having a cup of coffee. I just like her, and evidently a lot of other people do too. Sometimes her language gets a little spicy, but I've heard worse. But this morning, she had a special guest on, and it was her 85-year-old mother-in-law. Her name is Judy. And I'm telling you, she was awesome. This woman walks 5 miles a day, every single day. She lifts weights. Just everything she said about aging and getting older and her ideas. She can lift heavier weights than Mel can lift, her daughter-in-law. She's just listening to that podcast. She was awesome. Talk about admiring someone and going, why didn't I start this a lot sooner? I have no regrets. But had I started this sooner, gosh, I think I'm in pretty good shape for my age. I truly believe that in that old saying is use it or lose it. I think if we don't get up out of the chair and move, just walk and get up out of the chair. She doesn't say that, but trust me, I don't do enough. That's for sure. I don't do enough. I enjoyed that podcast so much that I came home and got on my iPad and pulled up Mel's channel and looked for that video, because usually if she does a podcast, it's also in video form on her YouTube channel. So I came home because I was nosy, girlfriends. I wanted to see exactly what Judy looked like. She's funny, but she's so real. She tells it like it is. I think you would love her. I think if you don't watch or listen to Mel, I think this is that Angie brush that went viral, the A506. And by the way, you can buy this one just by itself. I've never seen this brush in any other makeup brush line, but it's perfect for under eye. It's not even in the BK Beauty brush line. If you don't watch Mel or if you don't watch her channel, you're missing out. You really are, because she's just so down to earth. But I came home and turned on my iPad to see what Judy looked like. And I'm going to tell you something. I will say that she was pretty much exactly what I thought she would be, or at least look like. Mel doesn't know me from Adam. You can tell her I sent you if you want to, but still. I also bought the Milani Make It Last. I've used this before in the past and really did like it, but everybody had been talking for so long about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I bought this a while back, and with a gift certificate that I'd received. I've used half of it and I really do like it, but I have seen this compared to the Charlotte Tilbury. We're gonna try this. Tell you what, I think I'm gonna do this. Oop. It's cool. Feels exactly the same. A huge difference in price. And I also bought, I can't remember, I saw someone reviewing these a while back, and I don't know, I bought it maybe a month or so ago, and I really do like it. Normally I don't wear Maybelline, but this is Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon, and I've worn this in a lot of videos, and I like it. And I thought I would try another color. So this, let me see what this color is. Number 25, Stay Exceptional. And the color is the color of the tube. And so this is number 60, Accept a Dare. And I think I might have to, again, peel this off. While I'm doing that, I'm getting ready to have a lot of company. In a few days, our grandson, who lives in Nashville, he graduated from Belmont with a music degree about, well, it would have been a year ago this past spring. And so and by the way, of course, pretty much everybody who goes to Belmont goes, hopefully be in the music business some way. And obviously that's why he went. And I am happy, very happy to say that he has a job in the music industry, and it's a pretty good job. So with lots of potential. But so he's coming for a visit. He's single. He's 24. He's coming for a visit, and he's gonna stay. He's gonna stay for about 4 nights, and then he will leave one day. And Jennifer and her little family, her wife and the 2.5-year-old twins, are coming the very next day. They're flying in, and they're going to be here for 5 days, I think. And then they will leave, and then toward the end of the month, our friends from Memphis who visit us from time to time, they're coming. We've got a busy October with out-of-town company. I like this. Okay. What do you think? Okay. All right. This is my look for today. Looking at my list, I think that's it. So I'm going to say bye. Bye.